These are 10 underrated Pokemon that you've probably never used before, one from each generation and a bonus one at the end. My criteria for what is underrated isn't necessarily just determined on how high the Pokemon stats are, but how infrequently the mon is used, as well as how cool it is, because all of these Pokemon are awesome and need some love and attention. With that out of the way, let's jump straight into Generation 1 with Executor. I'm so confused. Are these eggs or coconut? Regardless, it's a fantastic grass and psychic type Pokemon with respectable stats and a really high special attack, and it evolves from Execute with a Leaf Stone. Also, it has an Alolan variant that has its grass and dragon. It's a tree. I don't get it. But some great moves for Executor could be Leech Seed or Sunny Day for setup, especially with Chlorophyll, Seed Bomb or Energy Ball for that grass stab, Psychic or Extra Sensory for Psychic stab, and then Sludge Bomb. On to Generation number 2, we have Giraffore, a surprisingly impressive normal and psychic type with great bulk and an immunity to Ghost with some respectable attack to back it up. Also, it was finally given an evolution in Farigiraf in Scarlet and Violet. As far as moves, these are the ones I would use. Return for normal stab, Psychic Fangs for Psychic stab, Earthquake, as well as Crunch. For Generation 3, we have Absol. This Pokemon is an agile dark type with decent stats as well as a massive attack stat of 130. Also has a chance to have the ability Super Luck, further increasing its crit potential. It's rarely used, but at least it was given a Mega, which only further increases its disgusting attack and speed. What is this thing, Lucario? Some great moves I would use for Absol would be Knock Off, Sucker Punch, Superpower, Play Rough. On to Generation 4, we have Bronzong, an absolute tank, steel and psychic type, with the ability Levitate, making it immune to those pesky ground moves. This bulky bell may have some atrocious speed, but comes in clutch in both fantastic special defense and defense, as well as a decent attack to back it up. Also, it evolves from Bronzor at level 33. Some great moves that I would use for Bronzong are Stealth Rocks or Toxic for setup, Psywave for Psychic Stab, Gyro Ball for Steel Stab, as well as Earthquake. And also, be sure to put on some leftovers, because this thing ain't dying. On to Generation 5, we have Crustal. Is it just a slab of earth on a hermit crab? Yes it is. But this bug and rock type bulky dude has some respectable stats with some really great defense and attack to back it up. Also, it can have the sturdy ability, just in case if you make any mistake. Crustal also evolves from the cute little Dwebble at level 34. And these are some of the moves I would use Spikes or Stealth Rock for setup, Stone Edge for that rock stab, X Scissor for bug stab, as well as Earthquake. For Generation 6, we have Dre Gulch. The fact that they turned a seahorse camouflage the seaweed into a badass poison and dragon type is just so cool. Though it's rather slow, Dre Gulch has some awesome stats with some great defensive bulk and a respectable special attack of 97. On top of that, he evolves from Scrub at level 48. Some great moves that I would use for Dre Gulch are Toxic Spikes for setup, Draco Meteor for Dragon Stab, Sludge Bomb for Poison Stab, and Flip Turn just for those free switches. Be sure to have it hold Black Sludge so you can get some health back every turn. On to Generation 7, we have Shinatic. This creepy yet cool mushroom-based Pokemon is grass and fairy type with the Effect Spore ability for added annoyance for your opponent. Shinatic has a respectable stats as well as it's relatively bulky, and it evolves from Morlo at level 24. Some great moves that I would use would be Spore for status, Moonblast for Fairy Stab, Giga Drain for Grass Stab, as well as Sludge Bomb. For Generation 8, we have Frostmoth. Despite its unintimidating appearance, this cute ice and bug type moth, it's like a truck with its juicy special attack stat of 125, which definitely makes up for its other lackluster stat. Frostmoth evolves from Snom with high friendship at night, and some great moves that I would teach it would be Quiver Dance for setup, Ice Beam for Ice Stab, Bug Buzz for Bug Stab, and Giga Drain for some sustain. Just be sure to steer clear of those fire and rock types. For Generation 9, we have Cyclozar. Unfortunately, this powerhouse gets overshadowed by its legendary past and future forms, Koraidon and Miraidon, which is sad because this normal dragon type bike is a phenomenal Pokemon with an added ghost type immunity. Stack that on top of its 121 speed as well as great attack and special attack, and you have a great addition to your roster. Some great moves that I would put on Cyclozar are Draco Meteor for Dragon Stab, Return for Normal Stab, U-Turn for a free switch out, and Ice Spinner for coverage. And our last underrated pick is from Pokemon Legends Arceus, that being Hisuian Electro, a brilliant design choice of having the wooden Pokeball theme present in Arceus, giving electric and grass typing. This Pokemon has the highest speed of any Pokemon excluding Legends with a whopping 150. Also, it has some decent stats to back it up, with its only primary weakness being ground. Some great moves that I would teach Hisuian Electro would be Electro Ball for Electric Stab, Energy Ball for Grass Stab, Thunder Wave for status, as well as Foul Play. This is my own personal list, so I'd love to hear what your lists of underrated Pokemon are down in the comments. If you enjoyed this list, be sure to like and subscribe to see more content like it, and I'll see you in the next one.